I'm going to teach you a couple exercises today. You may do both or you may only have to do one. The first one is called the Oculohead Righting reflex. Okay, and so what it's looking for is that when your eyes are open and you're staring at something not too far away, probably within 3 to 5 feet at the level of your eyes, are you able to move your body and keep the head level? Which is really important for learning, for understanding, for listening, comprehension, all those kinds of things. Because if you can't do that, your body is really working hard all the time to stay focused on what it's looking at, okay? And so we don't want it to have to focus hard. And so we're going to train that. So this is the eyes open. And the second, we'll do the Labyrinthine Head Righting reflex, which is then with the eyes closed, but it looks exactly the same. But sometimes it's a lot harder for some people. So you make sure that you're sitting in a place where you're not touching the back of the chair, but your feet are on the ground. You need to feel the floor below you. If you don't feel that, it's going to make you feel iffy. The distance should be, like I said, 3 to 5 feet away. You can get it closer if you want, but it's kind of confusing on the eyes. It's almost a little close. And you want to be that your head is level with that. You're not looking up and you're not looking to the right or to the left. You're looking straight on, okay? So then what test is, or the treatment ends up looking like, is can I keep, and I'm going to pretend like I'm looking right at my nose as I'm talking to myself for the camera, is if I shift my body weight to one side, onto one cheek basically, can my head stay level? So if I had a full line sentence there, would I be able to stay that? If I were watching a movie with subtitles, would I continue to be able to read those subtitles, okay? So if I shift a little bit to the, well, to your right, so I'll say right, because it's a mirror image, my head stays pretty level. If I shift to the right or your left, I can keep my head level. That's what you want. I should be able to go quite far, almost fall off my chair. My head still stays there. It's pretty good. I got there pretty decently, but you might not. It might be really hard for you to do that. You might find that you start cheating a lot. You might go this way and you way overcompensate. So instead of trying to just keep it there, you overdo it. And that neck muscles, they start to really tension. So if you're over this way even a little bit, so it's just a few degrees, I don't feel my neck tighten there. I might feel a little more work in my abdomen, kind of holding my body position, but I don't work hard to do this. If you're working hard, you actually want to not work hard. You want to feel the rest of your body from the neck down. So if you shift a little bit here, my neck muscles tighten a tiny bit, but they don't crane up this to try to compensate, okay? So you work at the range left to right that you do it correctly and not overcompensate. So I don't need you way over here. I should be able to get there. Once I get there, I'm gonna have to work a little bit my neck. That's normal, but within this amount of movement, it should be quite relaxed. It's the same thing going forward and back. So if I go forward, my head should look the same as if I'm going forward or back. I'm keeping my eyes parallel to the floor. Okay, I'm keeping it parallel to whatever I'm looking at. Maybe I'm doing this in front of the mirror and I'm watching myself, making sure I see myself like I'm doing right now. And again, I shouldn't be working a ton in my neck to do that, okay? It's exactly the same thing for the Labyrinthine Head Righting reflex. I just close my eyes. So now I make it harder for myself to really need my vestibular system because I don't have my visual system anymore. But when I do this, I can still shift left to right. I have to think a little more about that, but my neck doesn't have to work that hard. And if it does work hard, there's a sign that we need to work on that for you. It's the same thing going forward. I should be able to pretend like I'm still looking at whatever's on the wall or myself, and I just make the slightest adjustment to keep myself totally parallel with the floor. So you do it as many times as you need. You don't work hard, you work smart. So if you only do it maybe 5 times each direction, but you only go this far, but the quality is good, the neck doesn't kick in, that's perfect. You can go a little bit further the next time, great. But you don't go to the point that the neck feels like it has to work really hard.